What's up, guys? Nice and little mess. All right, so this is the situation. About a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, I went ahead and did a screen and recoat, well, a clean and recoat to everything from here over. All these rooms back here. As you can tell, you got some shadowing in there and stuff like that. Basically, the situation is it's a college house, right? They run into a bunch of students and they destroy it. So you name it, it's been damaged done to these floors. So it was either do what they did here in the kitchen, put all new laminate floors in here, or replace them all. So they decided to, just go ahead and do they opted in for the screen and recoat, clean and recoat for this back half. All right, and a couple of these rooms are bad. This one was not bad at all, but hallway, this one was one of the worst hits. I did do a little bit of color correction here and there, as good as I can, but you can tell, right? But it looks a million times better, and this room was great too. So 2 rooms were just heavily damaged. This one and this one. But so what they were going to do is just get this half done, and they were going to get this laminate too. But after they've seen how this turned out, they decided just to go ahead and get the living room done too. So I'm back to the living room. So through here, see how this is dirt and piled up dirt. So we're gonna see how all that cleans up. But you got scratches and stuff like that. So this really doesn't have any polyurethane left on it, just a little bit. This one has a little bit compared to the other rooms. But you can see sun damage, But anyway, they just want to get it looking as good as they can, and they'll be happy with it instead of replacing it and just probably having to replace that too because of the, student situation, cake parties and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm back to do this again. So I'm cleaning up right now, just doing my initial mop up all the construction kind of stuff because they're doing construction in here too. And detailing all the corners, getting all the remnants out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and clean it and do my thing. Stay tuned. So I don't have my Arbot Vibe on with me, so I don't have the solution tank, but I do got my 175 here. So what I'm gonna do is when I'm using to clean this for, a lot of people go straight to the high pH and then go over it again and neutralize it. But I'm using the SPP pad to actually clean today and also prep the floor with the SPP pad. So you can do both with it. It's a maroon pad, otherwise known as. I got Squeaky Clean in here. It's a neutral cleaner, right? But the thing about it is this SPP pad is going to scrub so well, it takes a place of a high pH. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a spray all throughout here and just clean it with this. And then I'm going to go through with my auto scrubber and pick everything up. So as you can tell how well that just breaks everything up, pulls everything up versus, that, right? So the thing about the SPP pad also, and another reason why I don't do screens is because with screens, you can actually leave swirl marks, right? Imagine doing a whole job, put down polyurethane, finish up, and the customer complains, hey, I see swirl marks in my floor. Now what are you gonna have to do, right? You're gonna have to do a lot of work just to fix that problem. But with the SPP pad, it doesn't leave any patterns. There's no pattern left with the SPP pad. It's the way it's woven. So you don't have that problem. Oh yeah, that's gonna look great even just after a clean. You know, the camera really does no justice. One thing about this iPhone stuff, man, even when I do carpet cleaning, you know, the carpets will look great by eye. You put them in the camera, you can't see. I mean, it looks worse in the camera. So, you do what you can do. So I don't do a lot of hardwood floor stuff on this channel because it's my carpet cleaning channel. And I'm trying to get people in that want to start their own business and encourage them that the floor cleaning business is really, really good. Starting off with the carpet cleaning business because that's what I do. But think about it, guys. What I do is, I start off with the carpet cleaning business, but you can add on tile cleaning, hardwood floor cleaning, laminate cleaning. Look at that. Yeah, that SPP pad kicks butt. And it's actually resurrecting itself because it was an old school pad. But a lot of these industry guys that are in the hardwood floor cleaning business are actually converting back to the SPP pad simply because of those reasons that I told you know. And there's great benefits from this pad. I'm not selling the pad, guys. I'm telling you what I use. All right, this is my method. And this is what I teach in my class too. So I have a starting a carpet cleaning business 101 course. But with that course, you also get hardwood floor cleaning course free with it, along with the tile cleaning course. So link below all my videos. If you just want to get the hardwood floor cleaning course, that option is there too. No ride-alongs. You know, I'll get you started. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of this floor, and then pull out my scrub or my auto scrubber, pick all this stuff up, do some edge work. You know. So I'm not dumping this stuff on here. I'm just light spray everywhere. That's all you need. Red pad, not the finest, white is the finest, but red will be fine for this. And just water, I'm gonna put it in there, rinse it out. Looks a lot better, huh? Just being clean. But we got scratches and stuff in here that not going anywhere, unfortunately. And doing color corrections, you can't go lighter on it, you can only go darker. So if I was to even attempt to do this, I'd have to sand all that down, then go ahead and put a little some stain on it, try to match it, and then go about my business. But we're not doing that in this job, all right? And anything I did do last time I was here was kind of like extra. I didn't get paid for it. But I just, sometimes it eats at me. But wow, a lot of header, huh? All right, so I'm done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and go through and do some hand details with the mop and around the corners. So I invested in these longer ones, heavy commercial made kind of Rubbermaid deal here, and it was a good investment. You get more done, right? You know, the wider it is, the less you have to go back and forth, and it's got a little weight behind it, which I like. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of a preview of what it's gonna look like with the polyurethane on it. We can let it dry. Well, ain't that pretty? Anyway, this is the pretty roller. So there's different ways you can put this stuff down. You can use a T-bar, you can use a microfiber, you know, synthetic pad deal, or a synthetic kind of roller. So that's what I'm using today. The actual nap on this is a little longer than it needs to be because I just got it local, but it seems to be working all right with me, for me, and haven't had any weird things happen or people complain about anything. So, all right, so what I do is I put my polyurethane in here. After I pour it in there, I let it settle for a while. And that's what I lay it down with. These you can get at your local Lowe's and stuff like that, just a watering deal, you know, in the garden area. All right, so what I do is I kind of do this, all right? I already went around the sides of the corners of the home first. Kind of, and even, that's ugly. I'm supposed to do it like that, right? I'm holding the phone and get a little preoccupied. But I already went around the edges with my little roller right there. Also, I did that first. All right, now I'll go back over it and make sure it's all blended. Beautiful. All right, this area right here, you know, we're gonna have that regardless. But, oh yeah, very nice. So what I'm gonna do now is let it dry. Usually between 1 and 2 hours, depending on, you know, the conditions. And then put another coat on there and call it good. All right, guys. Again, if you just think you watched this video and you're like, well, I could do screen recoats now. I don't need to take no courses, trainings. Hey, man, there's a lot of stuff you can run into that it can cost you a lot of money if you're not educated on it and you go ahead and mess something up. So, all right. So if you watch my channel and you know that I'm all about keeping things simple but effective. So like, subscribe, watch some more videos coming out, and that's it.